Hello, and welcome back to Vintage TV. Ever wondered who ruled the golden age of Hollywood? Join us on an epic journey as we explore the top 10 most respected actresses in Tinseltown history. Come on, let's go. Number 10. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly, often hailed as the Princess of Monaco, made her mark on Hollywood's golden era. Despite her relatively short-lived career in acting, her name has become synonymous with elegance and grace. Picture perfect in every frame, Grace radiated an aura of poise and beauty that continues to influence generations. Her transition from Hollywood leading lady to real-life royalty only added to her legendary status. The world was captivated by Grace's journey, a tale of love that led her to Prince Rainier III, making her the Princess of Monaco. It was a move that shocked many, as she chose a life of royal duties over the glitz and glam of the Hollywood screen. Her sacrifice for love only heightened the enigma surrounding her, cementing her as a symbol of selfless elegance. However, her story takes a tragic turn as she left us at the tender age of 52. The untimely death of Princess Grace was a moment that reverberated around the world, marking a significant day of remembrance for fans and admirers alike. Grace Kelly's acting career, though short-lived, is nothing short of iconic. It commenced in the early 1950s with a role in 14 Hours, but it was her standout performances in films like High Noon and Mogambo that propelled her to international stardom. The Hitchcock Blonde, as she became to be known, graced the silver screen with a remarkable presence that transcended time. In 1954, Grace's portrayal in The Country Girl earned her the coveted Best Actress Oscar, a victory that remains divisive to this day. Her ability to captivate audiences, coupled with her regal poise, has etched her name in the pantheon of Hollywood's most iconic figures. After her stellar performances in films like Dial M for Murder, Rear Window, and To Catch a Thief, all masterpieces directed by the legendary Alfred Hitchcock, Grace Kelly's star continued to ascend. These films, etched in cinematic history, showcased her versatility and cemented her status as a Hitchcock blonde, a term synonymous with timeless elegance. However, Grace's Hollywood journey took an unexpected turn when she decided to retire from acting. Her decision came after marrying Prince Rainier III of Monaco, a move that made her the Princess of Monaco. Despite her thriving career, she chose love over stardom and embraced a new chapter of royal duties. In the remaining years of the 1950s, Grace Kelly's career flourished, earning her 2 Academy Award nominations and a win. However, at the tender age of 26, she bid adieu to the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, leaving behind a legacy that would endure through the ages. Tragedy struck in 1982 when Princess Grace faced an untimely demise at the age of 52. The world mourned the loss of a Hollywood icon turned real-life princess. The details of that fateful day, September 14, 1982, are etched in history. Princess Grace lost control of her car along the scenic Côte d'Azur, leading to a harrowing crash. Rushed to a Monaco hospital, she sustained a mild cerebral hemorrhage. Despite efforts to save her, the following night brought the devastating decision. Prince Rainier III, her husband, instructed doctors to turn off her life support, marking the end of an era. The tragic event not only left the world in mourning, but also led to the establishment of the Princess Grace Awards by her son. So, allow us to dive into the brilliance of our number 9 pick for the most respected actresses in Hollywood. Number 9. Judy Garland. Now, you might recall 2019's Oscar-winning biopic Judy, starring Renee Zellweger, which shed light on the tumultuous life of Judy Garland. Yet no single film could truly encapsulate the immense talent and achievements of this Hollywood legend. Judy Garland's story began at the tender age of 13, when she burst onto the cinematic scene with roles in La Fiesta de Santa Barbara and Pigskin Parade. However, it was her enchanting portrayal of Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz that truly catapulted her to stardom. This timeless masterpiece is not just a fantasy film. It's a cornerstone of cinematic history with Garland at its heart. The Wizard of Oz remains an all-time great, a film where Garland's performance outshines the strong supporting cast. The story, the magic, and the musical brilliance make it a cinematic wonder that continues to captivate audiences today. While Meet Me in St. Louis and A Star is Born showcase her versatility, it's undeniable that Oz is her magnum opus. However, Garland's journey at MGM had a foreboding start. Following the signing of her contract, tragedy struck as her father passed away. Left in the care of her mother, Garland would later describe her as the real Wicked Witch of the West. Despite personal challenges, she channeled her pain into performances that would define an era. Garland, part of MGM's cohort of young stars, found herself caught in the whirlwind of Hollywood's demanding schedule. Forever typecast as the girl next door, her life became a relentless marathon of filmmaking. Picture this: 2 to 3 movies at a time, relentless shooting schedules that stretched until the wee hours of the morning, and a grueling routine that began with 3 hours of early morning school, followed by singing rehearsals, and then a full day of shooting. It was an almost impossible schedule for a young talent. But the challenges didn't end there. Garland's image as Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz came at a price. Originally, the role was meant for Shirley Temple, and to fit the part, the studio pushed Garland to look younger. This led to drastic measures, including a daily diet consisting of chicken soup, black coffee, 80 cigarettes, diet pills, and amphetamines. Garland's waist was corseted, and prosthetics altered her nose. The image of Dorothy, with all its innocence, followed Garland throughout her career, impacting how she was perceived by both the industry and the audience. In 1939, at just 16, she landed the iconic role that would forever be associated with her name. Despite the hardships and the toll on her well-being, Garland's vibrant talent continued to shine on the silver screen. Films like Easter Parade, A Star is Born, and Meet Me in St. Louis stand as a testament to her resilience and unwavering commitment to her craft. Number 8. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford's journey through classical cinema was anything but ordinary. Her legacy was marred by the explosive tell-all book Mommy Dearest, written by her own daughter. This controversial revelation later turned into a movie starring Faye Dunaway, which almost obliterated Crawford's once pristine image as one of Hollywood's flawless screen beauties. However, as we step into the new millennium, there's a fascinating resurgence of Crawford's larger-than-life persona. Today, she's being celebrated anew as one of the big screen's most striking beauties, and possibly the very first movie star. Crawford's filmography is a treasure trove of celebrated classics, including Grand Hotel, The Women, Mildred Pierce, for which she snagged an Oscar, Humoresque, Possessed, Sudden Fear, and the chilling Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Now, let's talk names. Classic actresses often adopted alluring and memorable names, but Crawford took a different route. Shedding her birth name, Lucille Fay Lesueur, she embraced the more basic yet captivating moniker Joan Crawford, a name change that symbolized her evolution in the industry. With a remarkable career spanning 45 years, Crawford showcased unparalleled dexterity and flexibility. In 1945, her talent was duly recognized with the Best Actress Oscar for her role in Mildred Pierce, a performance that showcased her prowess in slipping effortlessly into character. Even as the industry shifted its focus to younger actresses, Crawford roared back in the 60s horror drama cult classic What Happened to Baby Jane, a testament to her enduring talent and resilience. The shadows cast over Joan Crawford's legacy are deep, and they began to loom larger shortly after her death in 1977. In the aftermath, her adopted daughter, Christina, released the explosive memoir Mommy Dearest. The book painted a harrowing picture of Crawford, alleging abuse, alcoholism, and deep-seated neuroses. However, it sparked a fierce backlash from Katharine Hepburn, Myrna Loy, and her first husband, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., her 2 youngest daughters, and her close associates, who denounced the memoir. Despite the vehement denials, the damage was irreparably done with Frank Perry's 1981 film adaptation. Faye Dunaway's portrayal, marked by shrieking histrionics, hollow grandiosity, and larger-than-life theatrics, etched an indelible image of Crawford in the cultural imagination. In just 129 minutes, the film unraveled the carefully constructed persona Crawford had built since her debut in the late 1920s. It transformed her into a monstrous, soulless camp icon to be mocked and reviled, a cautionary tale of the perils faced by women who prioritize their careers. Yet, this narrative overlooks the multifaceted and beguiling aspects of Crawford's persona. She embodied the dreams that every young girl envisions when gazing at the glimmer of Hollywood, whispering, "I want to be a star." However, it also encapsulates the cold pangs of yearning when the spotlight fades. My image of Crawford is one crafted from her diverse roles and interviews, revealing a complexity far deeper than the one-dimensional portrayal in Mommy Dearest, and her current legacy. Crawford stands as a formidable example of how stardom works, a powerhouse of an actress who faced sexism and numerous obstacles from the very industry that propelled her to stardom. In the twilight of her career, she grappled with the struggles of aging and the decay of the studio system that had shaped her. Unlike male counterparts like Marlon Brando, whose later years were marked by professional and personal embarrassments, Crawford's legacy has been unfairly tarnished. While Brando is exalted by new generations of actors, Crawford's significance seems diminished. This discrepancy underscores the gender challenges faced by actresses, where the weight of scrutiny and critique intensifies as they age. Number 7. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor's journey into the spotlight began in London, where she was born to American Burgos parents. Much like Judy Garland, Taylor found herself cast into the studio spotlight of MGM at a remarkably young age. By the tender age of 12, she had already graced the screens in 5 features, marking the early signs of a Hollywood star in the making. In the late 1950s and early 60s, Taylor, feeling the weight of the relentless schedule imposed by MGM and expressing discontent with some film projects, envisioned a departure for new horizons. Little did she know, in just a few short years, she would ascend to cinematic greatness. The turning point came when Taylor clinched her first Academy Award for Best Actress in Butterfield 8 in 1961. This triumph marked the beginning of a series of accolades, with Taylor securing the same accomplishment again in 1967. From portraying the captivating Cleopatra to the intense and memorable Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, Taylor consistently radiated a fiery and powerful presence. In 1967, she took on the role of Helena Troy, a mythical figure whose face, according to playwright Christopher Marlowe, launched 1,000 ships. Much like the Spartan Queen, Taylor was renowned not only for her ethereal beauty, but also for her magnetic and seductive femininity, a quality that echoed in her tumultuous yet fascinating personal life. Elizabeth Taylor, with her mesmerizing violet eyes, possessed a beauty so extraordinary that it transcended the boundaries of mere mortals. Critics, even the most seasoned ones, found themselves disarmed by her ethereal allure. Her beauty, often described as inhuman, became both an asset and a burden, a dual nature that defined her cinematic journey. Unlike her mythic foremothers who became subjects of countless artworks, Taylor's image flooded the lenses of cameras, making her one of the most widely photographed women of the 20th century. The subjectivity of beauty, ever evolving through the ages, found a canvas in Taylor's face, allowing artists to grapple with its complexities. While aging and sickness are harsh realities for everyone, Taylor's loveliness remained resilient, untouched by the passage of time or scandalous tales from Hollywood Babylon. Her violet-eyed charm continued to captivate, and her allure persisted despite the challenges life threw her way. In 2011, Elizabeth Taylor bid farewell to the world, leaving behind an imprint on classical Hollywood. Her face, recognized by many who may not have seen her films, transcended the screen. She wasn't merely a performer, she was a phenomenon. Beyond the glitz and glamour, Taylor was a strategic entrepreneur and a social activist, especially in her later years when she passionately fought against HIV and AIDS. Her legacy is a rich tapestry woven from her storied film career and compassionate advocacy. Even in death, Elizabeth Taylor continues to offer us more than memories of her cinematic brilliance. She leaves us with a legacy that resonates with the enduring power of beauty, resilience, and social responsibility. Number 6. Mae West. Born in Brooklyn in 1893, Mae West was destined for a life far beyond the confines of a Victorian housewife. "I was a child of the new century, just around the corner," West boldly declared in her 1959 autobiography. Goodness had nothing to do with it, encapsulating her fearless spirit. Throughout her long and illustrious life, West wielded a metaphorical sledgehammer against outdated views on women, embracing and celebrating female sexuality, the male form, and the thrill of sin with a unique blend of campy humor and exaggerated glamour. In plays, movies, and stage shows, West emerged as a trailblazer, a cultural agitator unapologetically dubbed a sexual gangster by burlesque superstar Dita Von Teese. The recent Bette Midler-produced documentary Mae West, Dirty Blonde delves into the life of this icon, premiering on PBS and revealing West's profound impact on shaping cultural norms. Mae West was a woman who fearlessly spoke her mind, unafraid of courting controversy. Her creative pursuits were a testament to her commitment to breaking down barriers surrounding sex and its associated stigmas. West embarked on her acting journey by writing, producing, and performing in her own plays, captivating Broadway audiences with her fearless exploration of sensuality. Mae West, the audacious provocateur, defied the norm by making her mark in Hollywood at the ripe age of 40. Starting with a brief role in Night After Night, West progressively carved her space in the film industry, showcasing her undeniable talent in making cinema history. While she may have started later than most, Mae West's impact was nothing short of seismic. Renowned for her roles in iconic films like My Little Chickadee, I Am No Angel, and Going to Town, West's performances exuded a magnetic charm that captivated audiences. In the tumultuous landscape of the 1930s and 1940s, Mae West emerged as one of the most controversial and celebrated figures. Initially gaining fame on the vaudeville stage, she swiftly became a multi-talented sensation, earning acclaim as a singer, dancer, actress, comedian, and playwright. Her reach extended far beyond the silver screen, with luminaries such as Cole Porter, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Frida Kahlo, and Diego Rivera all acknowledging her unique blend of talent and allure. Notable among her filmography are classics like She Done Him Wrong and I'm No Angel, where her on-screen chemistry with Cary Grant became the stuff of Hollywood legend. Other gems include Belle of the 90s, Klondike Annie, and Every Day's a Holiday. Mae West's career not only weathered the golden age of Hollywood, but extended into the 1970s with films like the infamous Maya Breckinridge and Sexette, proving that her star power knew no bounds across the decades. Number 5. Marilyn Monroe. No Hollywood screen legend has been the subject of more biopics than Marilyn Monroe. The woman who came to epitomize blonde bombshell had a relatively short but no less iconic career, rising to prominence in the late 40s and becoming one of the defining stars of the 1950s. Monroe's most famous films include Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, How to Marry a Millionaire, The 7-Year Itch, Some Like It Hot, and The Misfits. Although she was largely seen as a sex symbol at the peak of her career, modern reviewers often laud her as a supremely gifted comedian and a natural in front of the camera, not to mention a timeless pop culture giant and icon of the sexual revolution. Following the critical and commercial flop of the Netflix original movie Blonde, which promised so much yet delivered very little in detailing the turbulent events of Marilyn Monroe's life, the superstar still remains an enigma. The blonde bombshell was very much a fundamental component of 50s iconography and an insatiable screen presence who, in her relatively short years, starred in just shy of 30 films, including Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, The 7-Year Itch, The Misfits, and Some Like It Hot. As we delve into the layers of Marilyn Monroe's career, it becomes apparent that her impact extends beyond the surface glamour, transcending into the realms of dedicated craftsmanship. While opinions on her acting prowess may vary, there's no denying that Monroe underwent rigorous training under some of the industry's best mentors. Her journey commenced at 20th Century's Fox, where she signed her inaugural 6-month contract. The studio, recognizing her potential, subjected her to an intense boot camp experience. Here, she immersed herself in acting and singing classes, gaining invaluable insights into the intricate nuances of the filmmaking process. Additionally, she enrolled in the Actors Laboratory Theater, an institution renowned for imparting the techniques of the group theater. For Monroe, this was her first taste of what real acting in a real drama could be. However, despite her potential, the studio deemed her too shy, leading to the non-renewal of her contract. Undeterred, Monroe returned to Fox in 1951 after a stint in New York City. It was during this period that she delved into the art of method acting under the guidance of Lee and Paul Strasberg at the Actors Studio, breaking free from the confines of being perceived solely as eye candy. The Strasbergs, pioneers of method acting, played a pivotal role in shaping Monroe's approach to her craft. According to Michelle Morgan, whose insights illuminate Monroe's journey, the Strasbergs wouldn't have accepted her if she'd just been eye candy. This transformative period marked Monroe's immersion into the very building blocks of her acting prowess, laying the foundation for a career that continues to captivate audiences and spark discussions. Number 4. Bette Davis. In the hallowed halls of classic Hollywood, where talent reigns supreme, Bette Davis emerges not just as a luminary, but as the unrivaled titan of the silver screen. To call her possibly the best actress of her era is not hyperbole. It's a testament to her unparalleled prowess in an industry that often preferred conformity. Davis was not one to tread lightly. Unafraid to embrace roles that many of her contemporaries shied away from, she became the beacon of defiance, delivering raw and often adversarial performances that set her apart. Her presence at the Warner Brothers lot was nothing short of iconic, and her influence rippled through close to 90 feature films in a career that defined an era. Attempting to distill Davis's illustrious career into a mere list is a Herculean task. While the industry saw her in close to 90 films, each one seemed to etch itself into memory for various reasons. Ranking just 15 films for a photo gallery becomes a delicate dance, a tightrope act destined to elicit endless debates in the comment section, with fans ardently advocating for their personal favorites. Yet, the list we present isn't just a random assortment. It meticulously ranks all of Davis's Oscar-nominated performances, sprinkling in a few non-nominated favorites that showcase the breadth and depth of her talent. A career so prolific that revisiting it annually would only scratch the surface. Davis stands as a colossus in the pantheon of Hollywood legends. In 1934, Bette Davis etched her name into the annals of Hollywood history with a performance in Of a Human Bondage, so exceptional that the Academy, in a rare move, allowed voters to inscribe her name on the ballot despite the absence of an official nomination. This marked the inception of a stellar career that would see Davis ascend to unprecedented heights in the realm of cinematic achievement. The pinnacle of her success came with 2 coveted Oscars for her unforgettable roles in Dangerous and Jezebel. Yet, these triumphs were merely the tip of the iceberg for Davis, who garnered an astounding 8 additional nominations in the Best Actress category. Her performances in Dark Victory, The Letter, The Little Foxes, Now, Voyager, Mr. Skeffington, All About Eve, The Star, and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane stand as testaments to her unparalleled talent and enduring legacy. Infamous for her confrontational and straightforward demeanor, Davis was a true trailblazer who, in her own words, did it the hard way. Taking her forename from Honore de Balzac's novel Les Cuisines Bêtes, Bette Davis remains one of the most decorated actresses of Golden Age Hollywood. Her record-breaking 10 Oscar nominations, a feat achieved in an era where recognition was hard-fought and well-deserved, solidify her status as a cinematic icon. Much like her contemporary Crawford, Davis experienced a career resurgence with Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and the later underrated film The Whales of August. Starring in an impressive 99 films, Davis's indomitable spirit and remarkable talent shone brightly in each, leaving an unforgettable mark. Number 3. Greta Garbo. In the history of classic Hollywood, few stars have shrouded themselves in as much mystery and allure as Greta Garbo. Born Greta Lovisa Gustafsson in 1905, her cinematic journey began serendipitously when a film director discovered her in a Stockholm slum, propelling her from obscurity to the epitome of silver screen iconography. By 1930, Garbo, often referred to as the Swedish Sphinx, had ensnared the hearts of American moviegoers. Her androgynous appeal and husky voice set her apart, making her an enigmatic figure whose allure only deepened with each enigmatic performance. Her first spoken words on screen, a simple yet impactful "Give me a whiskey," foreshadowed a career defined by a reluctance to embrace the limelight. In the 1932 film Grand Hotel, Garbo delivered the iconic line, "I want to be let alone," a sentiment that encapsulated her steadfast approach to the outside world. This declaration became a hallmark of her persona, symbolizing her refusal to succumb to the trappings of Hollywood glamour. Garbo eschewed autographs, rebuffed interview requests, and left fan mail unanswered. Notably, she even avoided prestigious events like the 1955 Academy Awards, rejecting an honorary Oscar in a display of her commitment to solitude. As one of the silent film era's luminaries, Garbo seamlessly transitioned to talkies, maintaining her fame and success. Her silent film repertoire, including acclaimed works like Flesh and the Devil and A Woman of Affairs, laid the foundation for a career characterized by enigma and enduring cinematic brilliance. Garbo's foray into sound cinema marked a new chapter in her illustrious career, adorned with Oscar-nominated performances that showcased her unparalleled talent. Her roles in Anna Christie, Camille, and the seminal comedy Ninotaka stand as enduring testaments to her versatility and command of the silver screen. Beyond the accolades, Garbo's filmography boasts timeless classics like Mata Hari, Grand Hotel, and Queen Christina, each contributing to her status as one of classic Hollywood's luminaries. However, at the pinnacle of her success, Garbo did the unexpected. She retired at the age of 35 in 1941. This decision, ostensibly temporary, became a 49-year hiatus, concluding only with her passing in 1990 in Manhattan. Garbo's retreat from the limelight, a deliberate career choice to preserve her privacy, paradoxically enhanced her mystique. In a rare statement to reporters, she articulated, "I feel able to express myself only through my roles, not in words, and that is why I try to avoid talking to the press." This plea for solitude mirrored her famous line from Grand Hotel, "I want to be alone," encapsulating her enduring commitment to mystery. Living alone and eschewing the conventional trappings of fame, Garbo's Manhattan residence on East 52nd Street, adorned with opulent furniture and art, stood in stark contrast to her poverty-stricken upbringing. Her legacy extends beyond the silver screen, resonating in her singular dedication to privacy, never marrying and foregoing the traditional markers of personal life. A poignant detail of her secluded existence was the dime store blow-up snowman, a cherished companion juxtaposed with a carved Louis XV chair. Number 2. Audrey Hepburn. In the grand tapestry of movie history, few stars shine as brightly as Audrey Hepburn. An icon of unparalleled elegance and grace, Hepburn forever shaped the golden age of Hollywood, stealing the show with every role she graced. In this edition of the Movie Nerds, let's delve into the life of Audrey Hepburn and explore how she became the quintessential actress of her time. Recognized not only for her acting prowess, but also as a major cinematic and fashion icon, Hepburn's journey to stardom began in the early 50s. However, it was her performance in William Wyler's romantic comedy Roman Holiday that catapulted her to international acclaim and earned her the coveted Oscar. The year was 1953, and Audrey Hepburn had arrived, captivating audiences with her charm and talent. While 1961's Breakfast at Tiffany's is often hailed as a career-defining movie, it was the critical acclaim she garnered for Roman Holiday that solidified her place among the cinematic elite. The 1954 Academy Awards saw her clinch the Best Actress honor, marking the pinnacle of her early career. Yet, Hepburn's cinematic journey didn't stop there. She continued to dazzle audiences with standout performances, with Stanley Donen's masterpiece Charade standing out as a testament to her versatility. In the wake of Marilyn Monroe's superstardom, Audrey Hepburn emerged as a different kind of cinematic icon, one celebrated for her grace, elegance, and style. Her influence transcended the silver screen, reaching into the realms of fashion and shaping the very definition of timeless beauty. Audrey Hepburn's legacy is not confined to her breathtaking appearance. She was, unequivocally, one of the finest actresses of her era. Whether portraying the whimsy of a love story, the enchantment of a musical, or the depth of a drama, Hepburn owned every role she undertook. Her impact reverberates through the generations, inspiring countless actresses with her unparalleled fashion sense and acting ability. Number 1. Shirley Temple. In the heart of the Great Depression, a curly-haired sensation graced the silver screen and captured the hearts of audiences nationwide. Shirley Temple, a leading child film actress, brought joy and cheerfulness during one of the nation's most challenging times. Join us as we sail through the remarkable life of America's sweetheart, the incomparable Shirley Temple. Shirley's journey to stardom began with iconic works like Bright Eyes and Captain January, catapulting her into the limelight. The infectious melody of On a Good Ship Lollipop became synonymous with her name, earning her a Special Academy Award in the 1930s, an unprecedented achievement for a child star. Her repertoire of talents extended far beyond acting. Shirley could dance, sing, and act with an effervescent charm that made her an absolute delight on screen. As the nation weathered the storm of the Great Depression, Shirley Temple's optimistic presence provided a ray of sunshine, endearing her to the public like no other. Notable classics such as The Little Colonel, Bright Eyes, The Little Princess, and Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm solidified her status as a cinematic treasure. However, as Shirley transitioned into adolescence, her popularity faced challenges. Films like The Bluebirds struggled at the box office, marking a shift in public perception as the nation's beloved child star began to mature. At 19, Shirley took on roles like Susan Turner in The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer, alongside Cary Grant and Myrna Loy. Despite critical acclaim, audiences found it hard to accept that their Little Miss Miracle was growing up. As the curtain fell on Shirley Temple's prolific film career in the late 1940s, she faced a shifting landscape in the entertainment industry. Despite her acclaimed 1948 appearance alongside John Wayne in Fort Apache, major roles became elusive. The once diminutive dynamo found herself navigating the challenges of an industry that often struggled to embrace former child stars in adult roles. The 1950s and early 60s saw Temple making occasional appearances on the small screen, making a departure from the silver screen where she had once reigned supreme. However, the accolades and recognition for her early contributions to cinema continued to pour in. At the tender age of 6, Shirley received an honorary Oscar, a mark of her influence in the world of entertainment. From 1935 to 1938, she was a bona fide box office sensation, captivating audiences in every role she undertook. Yet, Shirley Temple's narrative transcended the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Beyond her filmmaking career, she embraced a multifaceted life that included building a family, championing environmental causes, and embarking on a diplomatic journey. Her versatility as an actress mirrored her ability to seamlessly navigate various facets of life, leaving an enduring legacy that extended far beyond the silver screen. On February 10, 2014, Shirley Temple bid farewell to the world, passing away at her home near San Francisco, California, at the age of 85. Her death certificate cited pneumonia and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, as the causes of her passing. In the wake of her departure, Temple's family and caregivers issued a poignant statement celebrating her remarkable life. We salute her for a life of remarkable achievements as an actor, as a diplomat, and most importantly, as our beloved mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and adored wife of 55 years. Shirley Temple's legacy endures not only in the reels of classic films, but also in the hearts of those who cherished her contributions to cinema and beyond. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this epic countdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more cinematic delights, and ring the notification bell to never miss our blockbuster content. Share your favorite leading lady in the comments, and until next time, stay tuned.